The story we first brought you yesterday about Peel schools scrapping field trips to Europe over fears of terrorism. Shauna Hunt with the growing frustration among parents who claim they were never consulted.
We cannot let this go because we weren't consulted as a parent. And I, as a parent, know what's safe for my child more than anybody else. And I should be consulted in my child's safety, or at least included in the decision.
Yeah, we love you too. Love you too. Yeah. When they said, like, yeah, it's really not happening, like, we were so sad. It was unbelievable.
7 months ago, this group of grade 11 students said goodbye to their Netherlands buddies with a smile, knowing that their trip of a lifetime was just around the corner. But now those dreams are dashed. Their exchange program is grounded over fears of terrorism, a reason they do not accept.
I'm not going to stop walking outside because I'm afraid something's going to happen.
Anita tells me she and her daughter were blindsided by the Peel District School Board's ruling to cancel all class trips to Europe, despite the fact there are no Canadian travel advisories. Adding to the sting is this email they received just 7 days ago. It says the board has not canceled or delayed our trip.
We fully signed after the Paris bombings, after everything else, that our children are still permitted to go. We still gave our permission, knowing what's going on in the world.
We first brought you this story last night after being contacted by a ticked-off student. City News has now learned that the elected school board chair, Janet McDougald, was involved in the decision-making, but trustees, teachers, and students were not consulted. In hindsight, though, do you think that parents should have been a part of this conversation?
No, I don't. Because I know when you ask a group of people what they think, there will always be differing opinions. There will always be differing opinions. So how do you come to a decision? So
you don't think that parents should have been brought into this? You don't think that their opinions count?
I do think their opinions count, but I think that they would differ.
Collectively, these trips cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. While parents are being promised full refunds, it's still unclear how much insurance will cover. So is it possible then that the taxpayers' dollars would be on the hook for these cancellations?
I can't rule anything out, but I can tell you that we're working with our insurance companies. We didn't base our decision on student safety on finances.
These teens have been in contact with students at all 4 schools affected by the cancellations, and they started this petition last night. And right now they are promising their Netherlands friends that they are doing everything possible to make sure they get on that plane.
You can reimburse our money, but you can't reimburse our time and our experiences.
Now, the first group of students to be grounded are supposed to take off to Austria this Saturday. The Peel District School Board tells me that they're simply erring on the side of caution, and at this point they have no plans to reverse their decision. In Mississauga, Shauna Hunt, City News.
A viewer first told us about this story. If you have a news tip, let us know by email, phone, or Twitter. You can also contact us through our website, citynews.ca.